Welcome back to Gamer Sanctuary. We're going to do a quick bat rep, a little bit of an Eldar throwdown with myself and Dustin with this new Dark Eldar army. This is probably the last bat rep I'm going to do with my Eldar for a while. I'm kind of getting tired of the fragility of my little pointy ears. We're just going to do 750 points because that's what Dustin has painted. So let's take a look at the lists. 750 points to Eldar does not get you much. We have a Farseer with Fortune, Doom, and Guide. Does not need Runes of Warding this time, so it's some points I can save. There's no Psychics with Dark Eldar, so that's helpful. I have a squad of 5 Pathfinders. My wonderful fail-cast barrels on some of these guys. Left them in the car a little too long, so I have to straighten them out with a hairdryer. 10 Dire Avengers, Exarch with Dire Sword, Shuriken Pistol, Defend, and Bladestorm. 6 Harlequins, the Fresh Coast 40k Harlequin gang. Troop Master, also suffering a little bit of fail cast melting. Power weapon on him. We have Harlequin Kisses on 1 Harlequin and the Shadow Seer, and then there are 2 fusion pistols, Shadow Seer and Death Jester in the back. And then to round it out, we have 2 Warwalkers with missile launchers and shuriken cannons. Here we are with Dustin's Dark Eldar. We have a Archon in his court. I don't know what each of the models are. I'm assuming I'll find out throughout the game, so just bear with me. They're going to be riding in a Venom. We have a squad of 10 warriors with Blaster and Dark Lance. A squad of 10 witches where there's Razor Flails, Hydra Gauntlets, a couple other things in there as well. They're going to be riding in the, what is that, a Reaver? I believe it's called? Not the Ravager. And then there are, no, that's not a Reaver, that's a Raider, excuse me, and 3 Reaver jet bikes. All these R's for Dark Eldar. Again, not a whole lot of points on the table. We're going to be rolling random missions, doing all the random terrain, objectives, everything like that. So let's see what we get. Alright, here we have a shot at deployment. Dustin's Raider with the witches on this flank. And we've got the warriors lined up behind the wall. The Reaver jet bikes in front. And the Venom with the court over here on the side. As for myself, I've got my Pathfinders infiltrating into the ruins in the middle. Give them their 2-up cover save. Harlequins behind the ruins. Dire Avengers over here with the Farseer. The Farseer's Warlord trait is going to give everyone move through cover. And then the Scouts. So I have a very mobile Eldar force today. Everything's going to have either move through cover or it's going to ignore cover. So we'll see if I can't take advantage of that and do some pretty good hiding from his shooting. Dustin's Warlord trait gives him Furious Charge when he's in my deployment zone. Okay, we're going to move into turn 1. Let's see if I can seize the initiative and go from there. Top of turn 1, the Venom comes around and shoots 2 of its splinter cannons at the Harlequins, and the Reavers use their Blade Vein attacks and manage to take out 4 of them. So we have just the Death Jester and the Shadow Seer left. Everything else kind of advanced along the line here. The Raider took a bright lance, not a bright lance, excuse me, dark lance, shot at the Warwalkers and missed. I'm sorry, no hit, failed to penetrate, rolled a 1. So let's see if I can't pop it with my Warwalkers and then kill the witches inside with the Dire Avengers. Bottom of turn 1, see some pretty good Eldar shooting. The Warwalkers managed to blow up the Raider and inflict some casualties on the witches with the explosion as well. The Dire Avengers opened up. There are 5 witches left, and the one that is knocked over is signifying that that squad is now pinned from the explosion. Over here, we also see a warrior knocked over because the snipers focus fire on the guys out of cover. Killed the one with the bright lance, or dark lance, excuse me. I'm going to keep making that mistake all day. And also forced a pinning check on them with a sniper weapon, and they are pinned. So this flank is not holding up all that well. However, back here, I forgot that a unit that regroups, which the Harlequins did, cannot assault, and all their shots are resolved with snap fires. So Dustin still has his 3 bikes left. My plan was to get them in there and just throw a massive amount of weapon skill 5 Furious Charge attacks at the bikes and hope to take that small squad out to get first blood. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen because I forgot regrouping units cannot assault. The Venom is still untouched over here. We're going to move into turn 2. Night fighting is now over. We will see if Dustin can mount some kind of offensive to protect that flank. All right, top of turn 2. The Venom comes around and deletes the Harlequins. Actually, I went to ground and made all but 1 of my cover saves. The Death Jester died. The Shadow Seer was alive, but she failed her leadership test and ran off the board. That's 2 leadership tests the Harlequins failed this game. I'm going to stop taking them even though they're pretty. I think they're just not being very useful for me the last couple of games. The Avengers took a couple Blade Vein hits from the Reaver Jetbikes. There they are, hiding way in the back, but they're still okay. They only lost 2 Dire Avengers. And everything else is pretty good. Everything stood up over here and ready to go next turn. So let's see what I can do to them in return. Bottom of turn 2, the Dire Avengers finish off the Witches in cover. Still did not Blade Storm, so they're saving that for something else. Snipers took out another one of the Warriors out of cover, and they passed their pinning check this time, so they're still good to go. And the Warwalkers came around and shot at the bikes, managed to take out one of them. So let's see if that Venom can come around the corner and do some more damage to my Dire Avengers in cover. They are fortuned and guided, so hopefully they'll be a little more survivable. Top of Dark Eldar turn 3, we see some pretty effective shooting. Right in return on the Eldar, the Dire Avengers lost some casualties and broke, and they're running away. This is the fifth leadership test. The 2 of our forces have failed today in 3 turns. It's impressive. Back over here, the Archon and his court disembarked into the ruins and assaulted upward, and paying careful attention to the initiative steps and the distance rolled on the assault moves and everything else, they managed to wipe out all 5 of the Pathfinders, predictably. There really should have been no question there, but it did take moving everybody into assault, because you can only inflict wounds on guys in the assault. And the way I had them spaced out, they were not all there. So let's see if I can't slow him down a little bit in the bottom of turn 3 and hopefully regroup my Farseer and his squad. Bottom of Eldar turn 3, the Dire Avengers and Farseer regroup, and Farseer cast Guide again and managed to take out one of the Reavers and break the other one. He only moved 4 inches total for his fleeing move, so he's going to keep going that way. And because 33%, he can still rally. Back over here, the Warwalkers shot into the Warriors, killed 3, including the Blaster, which is going to be helpful for them. And they made their leadership test. So let's see if I can form a little bastion here in the woods and protect myself from that crazy assault that's going to be coming through in a couple turns. Let's go to turn 4. All right, all I have to say is, wow. This is a game of cowards, I guess. The Reaver Jetbike regrouped and took off tried to snapshot a heat lance and did nothing. The Venom came around here and shot its 2 splinter cannons into the Dire Avengers, killed 2 of them, and oh wait, there they are, they're running away again. So hopefully they'll be able to regroup and try to snap fire one more time. Back over here, those guys also shot into the Avengers and failed to kill one, and the rest of the court is just moving back down through the ruins. Let's go to the bottom of my turn and see if my Farseer and his boys want to run off the board or not. Bottom of Eldar turn 4, the Farseer regroups, failed his test for fortune, passed the test for guide. The Avengers took their snapshots, only hit 1 time and failed to kill the Reaver, but the Warwalkers did their job. They came around the corner, shot the Venom, missed with all the shuriken cannon shots, 1s and 2s only, and then missed with one of the crack missiles, hit with the second. He failed his juke save. I rolled a 6 for the damage, blew it up, and managed to catch the Reaver in the explosion as well. So that's 2 kill points right there. Moving into turn 5, we'll see if these Warriors can come up and the court can make it on foot over towards my Avengers strung out here. Turns are coming fast and furious now. The Archon and his court came down, are hiding in the cover, and just maneuvered a little bit to put the Archon behind everybody so I couldn't force him to make a lot of lookout Sir rolls and insta-kill him. The Warriors came around the corner and shot at the Avengers and missed. So let's see if I can make him pay for not being able to take anything out. No leadership test this turn. Yay. Just want to get footage of this. Yet another leadership test failed from the HQ. Did a couple wounds on Dustin's court. He failed some feel no pains. I killed the Medusa, the Ghoul. No, I'm sorry, the Medusa's alive. I killed the Slith. Is that what it is? Slith or Sylph? Something like Slith? Slith. And the Ghoul. They're both dead. And that was the prerequisite I needed to force them to take a leadership test. They rolled a 12, and now they are running through the ruins. And this squad, I took a couple more out with my Dire Avengers, just coming into range, and they passed their leadership test. I think the one just got knocked down, though. I don't think they're not pinned or anything.
They went to ground.
They went to ground, that's right, they went to ground to get a better cover save, so it helped, because otherwise they'd all be dead. All right, we're going to move into, actually, we'll see if the game ends. You want to roll it? Get it on camera, epic. Game is going to end right now. So we're totaling up kill points. Let's see. I have 1 for First Blood, the Raider, the Witches, the Reaver, and the Venom. I have 5. Dustin has 1 for my Harlequins and 1 for my Pathfinders. Oh, 5-2 win for the Eldar. Yay! Getting back on a winning track. All right. Again, keep staying tuned to the website. Check out the blog, freshcoast40k.com, and foodhammer.com as well. We're going to be doing a lot more updates on the website for Foodhammer, and keep checking back to see what kind of stuff we got planned. Lots of giveaways, lots of prizes, day full of food and Warhammer. So tune in again for the next Bat Rep. Thanks again.